What's going on, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Mikey Raider. This is the 5-minute pregame show. I want to find out if my video, my microphone, and everything is good on the YouTube, because I always have computer problems. So please let me know in the chat room if you could see, hear everything, that it looks like it's pretty good so far. I may have problems during the show that I might have to fix, but please let me know in terms of the microphone and other stuff like that. Everything looks good so far. I tested it out for a little bit. That's why I'm a little bit late. So let's do it. Let me know if everything seems okay on your end before we start the show in about 4 minutes officially. Tupac 100's online, Real Unknown Raider, Juan Sandoval, David R. Beach, Anthony Ruiz, Philip Sariaba, Tupac 100. Did I say that already? I think I did. My mind's gone. All right, we got You Keep Freezing Up. Somebody saying that. That looks like it's Vero. Don't be joking. Everything looks good for everybody else. Maybe it's your phone. But, yeah, so Dirty 30's online. Again, everybody let me know if everything seems good. Seems good on my end. I listened to it, watched it, and heard the audio. And my microphone seems to be pretty loud right now. It may go out. I may have to fix it. We'll find out. I'm not going to worry about that anymore. As long as you guys say it's going good, it's going good. So that being said, we got an interesting show for you guys today. Let's call it a conspiracy type show. Obama phone. Scratching my head. Yeah, I need one of those too, man. Times are tough, bro. I'm struggling financially. I'm just going to say that, guys. I'm not asking for donations or super chats to help me out because I'm struggling. I ask for that because if you enjoy the content. But yeah, I'm struggling. You know, a lot of us are. It's a really, really bad year, especially after losing money to cryptocurrency, FTX, and having a couple like lawsuits that I'm dealing with and other stuff. And I can't work because of the mandates as an actor. Pretty crazy, pretty crazy. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to, like I said, we got an interesting show about like the Raiders versus Patriots history. There's a couple things going on. It's going to be a very like theory-oriented show. And I may reveal some stuff that you might not like or you might not agree with, but that's okay. We're just here to do some Raider football talk. I really appreciate y'all. I'm hoping for a good holiday season health-wise for all of us. And we got some classic videos for the Raiders in today's show. Christmas commercials and videos. It's going to be a little Christmas doozy. Kinda. I will not be on the air next Friday. I am going to a big Christmas event. I'll have some videos out, but I won't have a Raider football talk next Friday. And we're going a little bit early today because I got something to do tonight around 7 o'clock. So I'm going to go on Wet Movie 1 channel, I think, and be in a video for him. And I think I'm going to make a Haybauer career update video for my fans of my acting career. I don't really have one anymore. What's up, Carlos Rodriguez? All right. It's 4:10. I've talked already about 6-7 minutes. Let's get the show officially started. And I want you guys during the show, if you feel the need to ask questions or whatever, and I'm not saying this to be a jerk, put it in the super chat if you can afford to. That way during the show, I'll see it in big red or orange buttons or letters, and I'll answer it accordingly. But I will have a segment in today's show for about 10 minutes where I'll take questions free of charge from the fans. So get your questions ready. I'll let everybody know that during the intro. Let's just do it. Let's get the show officially started. Thank you guys for being online. And trust me, it's gonna be an interesting show. Because in today's world, conspiracy theories are becoming reality. So the theories in today's show, after Monday, You might be going, Mikey Raider's a genius. Let's do it. Let's get the show officially started. Merry Christmas! Can I say that anymore in today's cancel culture? Can I even say Happy Hanukkah to the Jewish people? Is that anti-Semitic? Can I say Happy Kwanzaa? Is that even a holiday anymore? I don't know. All I know is it's Friday evening. I'm Mikey Raider. And this is Raider Football Talk, where hopefully each and every Friday night I get online, I spout my gibberish, and we talk our Oakland Raiders, our LA Raiders, our Vegas Raiders. We talk Raiders. Please hit up that hotline. I need your voicemail, your messages. I only get 1 or 2 of them every week. And then when I do a show, I don't have enough to put on the show because my show is a week later. So get some other questions or give your thoughts on the game after the game. Not 3 days later, not 4 days later, after the game. And I'll have you on the next episode with your phone calls. Most of the people that call, they're completely drunk. It's crazy. We got an interesting show. Just want to let everybody know, please hit that thumbs up, that like, that subscribe button. It helps me make $3 to $5 to $8 on every video, depending on how many people watch it. Your super chats, your donations, everything is in below, or you can hook me up. I'd appreciate it. I'm struggling just like everybody, but there's no need for it. We will take your questions in a fan segment coming up. So, yeah, I love y'all. Happy holidays. I don't know if I could say Christmas, Hanukkah anymore. I don't know. It's a crazy world. It's a mad world. It's a mad world. Let me say hello to everybody online. Give them their props officially. Veto, Ronnie G, always supporting. Dirty 30, Carlos Rodriguez, everybody else that's online. I skipped some of your names that logged on early. Real Unknown Raider, Anthony Ruiz, Tupac 100, David R. Beats, Juan Sandoval, and Rick Cervantes and Tales by the Diesel. Thank you guys for hitting up that chat room. That chat room is fire. Every week it's fire. Keep hitting it up. Keep doing your thing. Keep talking Raiders. I love y'all. Happy holidays. A quick reminder, I do have cameos available. Just search Donkey Lips. My cameo's been on fire for the holiday season because I've been giving you Satan lips. Satin lips. I have dyslexia. I'm just kidding. But Santa lips, isn't it weird how it's Satan and Santa? Just saying, it's another conspiracy. Speaking of conspiracies, we got an interesting show today. This is going to be a conspiracy theory-filled show. Because a lot of things that have happened to the Raiders this year are unexplainable. Just like conspiracy theories. And in today's world, look at my lighting. Up and down, up and down. It's like my penis. Up and down. I'm just kidding. But in today's world, conspiracy theories are becoming truth and becoming reality. They are. You can't deny that. And we're Raider fans. We know what happens to our Raiders. We just saw it last week with Baker Mayfield in the Mayfield effect. It wasn't the Mandela effect. It was the damn Mayfield effect. And the NFL possibly rigging shit. It's insane. Reality is not real anymore. Fake reality and conspiracies are becoming real. That's the truth of the world. If you don't want to accept it, like in Star Wars, I'm not the droid you're looking for. I'm not the droid you're looking for. Move along. But we got an interesting show today from the mind of Mikey Raider. We got a lot of topics to get into. Where are all my my damn videos or whatever the heck they are. We're going to talk a little bit about the rumors, the theories of Tom Brady joining the Raiders, what that means for Derek Carr, if it can come true, if it's possible, would you want it to happen? I'm going to tell you my views on this rumors mill that's coming up again since we're facing the Patriots. It's a Patriot-filled and Raider episode. 100%. What's up, Kill Jadish? How you doing, brother? Miss seeing you online. Mr. Old School. Love you, brother. Like I said, if you want to ask a question during the show, the super chat, it does big orange or red or yellow letters, and I see it. Trust me, I'm blind a little bit. So if you want to ask a question during the show, super chats are appreciated, and I'll get to it as possible. I'm not begging, but I am begging, but I'm not begging. I'm just kidding. We're also going to get into Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels facing each other this week. Is there a sabotage coming? We're going to explore that theory a little bit further. We all know the Patriots cheat. Josh McDaniel was a Patriot. The Raiders have technically been caught cheating recently. We'll talk about that. Is there a sabotage coming? We'll get into that. So it's going to be an interesting show. You ready to get started? I am. Bye-ya-hee, bye-ya-ha, bye-ya-hee, bye-ya-ha-ha. Remember that classic YouTube video with the fat guy in the computer chair? Or what about this one? Chocolate rain. We don't dub a deep deep dum dun. Chocolate rain. Oh, I love classic stuff. We're also going to have some classic commercials from Christmas. Technically, it's a Christmas-themed show. I might sing a Christmas song at the end. Who knows? Hey, my rap music that I did on the post-game review a week or two ago got demonetized and flagged and copywritten for a beat that I got on the YouTube monetization channel. It says you can use this rap beat in any YouTube video free of charge and free of copyright. So I used one of their rap beats that was supposedly free of copyright from the YouTube page, and I rapped on top of it. And it got copywritten by a damn music label. My rap for the Raiders on a free musical beat from YouTube got copywritten by an actual record label. I guess I'm a rap artist now officially. They're going to be selling my raps online for 99 cents. Download on Spotify. Ridiculous. I didn't want to fight the copyright because I got too many lawsuits in my life. So I guess I trimmed out the segment where I rap. I cut out the clip. Ridiculous. Ridiculous! All right, get back on track. Let's do this. Please hit that thumbs up, that like, that subscribe button. Let's get started. Yeah, let's get it started, right? All right, I made a poll the other day because I like polls, especially during Christmas time. I want to go to the North Pole. Doesn't really exist. Antarctica is not real. I mean, it's real, but it's like only a little piece of it. You can't even go past the ice walls in Antarctica. They literally got ice walls where you cannot go past them. They got a whole government facility. They made a treaty 20, 30, 40 years ago where nobody can go past a certain area of Antarctica. There's all these ice walls. Nobody can go past of it. So we can't prove if the world is in a dome, but the ice walls might prove it's a dome because there's these ice walls, they just stay there. We can't go past them because there's government mandates from all the countries that nobody shall surpass those areas. And when you're driving around the ice walls, they got boats and ships that'll come and track you down from all the different countries. What do they not want us to see beyond the ice walls? There's rumors that there's more land over there. And the world is bigger, and it may be proven that it's not a globe. Doesn't mean it's flat. Just means it's not what they tell us. Look that up. It's called the treaty. The something Antarctica Ice Wall Treaty. But I asked a question on a poll on the Twitter. I wanted to find out what everybody was thinking. And I asked the question, out of these 4 players, you can only re-sign one of them to your team next year. Josh McDaniels, Davante Adams, Josh Jacobs, Derek Carr. Overwhelmingly, Davante Adams is the favorite. I agree with that as well. There's much more upside for Davante Adams. And Josh McDaniels was the least. That shows you Raider fans are not too quite happy with Josh McDaniels. So there it is. The proof is in the pudding. Raider fans are salty a little bit because they know Jacobs is, running backs in the NFL don't last much longer than these 5, 6, 8 years. So that's why they, didn't pick him as much. Derek Carr, a lot of people, fans want him gone. Josh McDaniels. Pretty interesting. So that means if they could cut one person, if you reverse my question, you could only resign it. Who would you cut? Prove that Josh McDaniels would be the guy. Gone. You're gone. As the new NFT man would say, you're fired. You can buy his NFTs for $99. And you can win a game of golf with him. You can meet the ex-president. That'd be pretty fun. He's a character, just like me. All right. This is a Patriots-filled episode. And the Raiders were caught cheating. Or were they? In the last couple of games, especially during the Rams game, the Raiders punter A.J. Cole has been tearing up the league, according to Pat McAfee. So Pat McAfee went on his show and investigated. Why is he punting so good? Why are the balls going so high? Maybe because he's better than you, Pat McAfee? But no, he found out why. He investigated. Then a couple of weeks ago, on his show, a lot of viewers, he pointed out that the Raiders are doing something that is possibly illegal. The Raiders, and he brought out the video footage, are placing the ball on the tee. As the rule states, the ball has to be on the tee or in the tee. But the rules just say you got to use a tee on kickoffs. The old tees are like orange and it would have the ball with the little spikes. The new ones are like black and round. Think of a bowl. And it's got like a little indent where you put the ball and the ball leads from the sides. Great. I'm doing a scenario like the index card game. Remember that? But you put the ball in the little bowl and then it goes a little deep in the bowl. Then you kick it from here. But Pat McAfee showed to the entire world on his highly rated show was that the top of the tee or the back of the tee, whichever way you want to look at it, the Raiders were using the tee, but they were placing the ball on top of the tee, and they brought a holder in, somebody to hold the ball. Normally, you only use a holder to hold the ball because it's windy and the ball keeps falling out of the tee. But again, the ball normally is inside the tee where it loses a little bit, but the Raiders were using it like this. They were placing it on top, using a holder, so the ball can get more leverage because you're kicking the ball at a higher angle, and it might go further, and it gives your special teams players time to get to the ball because it goes higher, they can get to the ball faster, and blah, 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 blah. Pat McAfee showed it to the world, and he said, hey, is this illegal? Is this cheating? Well, according to the rule book, let's be honest, it's not. The rule says you must use a tee for the kickoff. They were using the tee for the kickoff. They were just using it more smartly to get a better angle. So, by Pat McAfee 2 weeks ago, putting that video online, because he's a punter, the NFL watched the games versus the Rams. And they went and did it. Now the NFL noticed it. And now the NFL sent a memo to all 32 teams that the ball must be placed in the tee, inside the tee, cannot be placed on top of it. Basically, they rewrote the rule. Well, first off, thank you, Pat McAfee, for blowing our shit up. It wasn't illegal. And I applaud the Raiders, whether it be Josh McDaniels, McDowell, the special teams coach, whoever the hell it was, or A.J. Cole, for coming up with that game. The Patriots do it all the time. We'll talk about them more later. Josh McDaniels is a Patriot. Maybe it was from him. Or McDowell, maybe he was a Patriots coach, our special teams coach. Maybe he was from the Patriots as well. But either way, they were not doing anything wrong. Now they are, that the NFL decided to make up a rule at the end of the season. It's another rule that they made up against the Raiders. I guarantee if you look back, Pat McAfee, at the Patriots punters, they were doing the same shit last year. Maybe this year. I don't know. I didn't do the research. Maybe they were. But I applaud the Raiders or whoever came up with this. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. But now the Raiders look evil. Now the Raiders look bad. How dare you try to do something illegal? It wasn't illegal. This is the problem with unintelligent people. It's like, and it's not even bending the rules. The rule was you have to use a tee. The Raiders were using a fucking tee. This is the problem with a lot of these unintelligent people and with politics and stuff like that. It's just, they don't see it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Mikey Raider says the world is flat. It's not flat. That's an image in your head of a flat earth. We don't know what the earth looks like. All the graphics online, the pictures of earth are CGI. They're CGI. Open your damn eyes. Every video of telescopes or whatever in the air are like CGI effects in a studio with a glowing ball. Sorry, I'm on that conspiracy stuff the last couple days. Raiders didn't do anything illegal, but thank you very much, Pat McAfee, for shining a light on this. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. But the NFL now created a new rule that you must use it or else you'll get fined and blah, 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 blah. Why didn't they wait till next year? Just wait till next year. Now when there's an official kickoff where the Raiders might need to hold it, the NFL, they're going to have spotters. Instead of looking for concussions, they can be looking for the Raiders. The Raiders are cheaters. So now we got that on our thing. The Raiders are cheaters. We're not. Ridiculous. Another bad thing to happen to the Raiders. Ridiculous. What's up, Dionysus Larson? Good to see you online. Nikhil, you're online. Watch Raider Rob. Love y'all. Glad to see y'all online. All right, moving along to the second segment. There's rumors around about Tom Brady coming to the Raiders in 2023. Please. I am so freaking tired of this. Here's the question and the rumors from Just Blog Baby. Here we go again. Could Tom Brady join the Raiders? We all know the story that a couple years back he was going to come to the Raiders, but John Gruden denied him. And then there was a quote that Tom Brady said in one of the podcasts where when they denied Tom Brady to go to the Raiders, he was like, "You're sticking with that MFer?" A lot of people thought he was talking about Ryan Fitzpatrick or other quarterbacks. But we've come to find out through sources this past year, about 2 months ago. Let's be honest, Tom Brady was talking about Derek Carr. Tom Brady was talking about Derek Carr. He was telling Mark Davis or John Gruden, instead of signing me, you gonna stick with that motherfucker? So all the Derek Carr haters are agreeing with that statement. And then it looks bad on all fronts. But John Gruden is gone as the coach. We now got an ex-Patriot head coach, Josh McDaniels, who did really well with Tom Brady in his system. Tom Brady won the Super Bowl. Doesn't look so good this year. Tom Brady is divorced from Giselle. He can do whatever the hell he wants. He needs to make more money for the future. He possibly needs another new contract to make more money. I mean, he's got plenty of money, but you know he wants more. So if he gets another 1 or 2 year deal for like $50, $60 million from an NFL team, he'll do it. Plus, he wants to plant his roots somewhere of entertainment value, whether that be LA, Las Vegas. You know, he wanted to own part of the Dolphins. We all found out that situation, how that was handled. We know he's leaving the Bucs after this year. Well, we don't know that, but we're going to guess that's what's going to happen. And we all see what's going on with Derek Carr, haters, and also we also truly see what's going on with Josh McDaniels doing to Derek Carr. Derek Carr is possibly fed up. He's possibly broken. He might need to move on. I don't mind if that happens, like, to save his career. My goodness. So is this a possibility? Yeah, it is. That's why they're talking about it. Is it a good possibility? Who knows? I can't say anything for certain. I don't think so. I don't think we have the money, even though Derek Carr can get out of the contract or whatever, and we'll have some money there. I don't know. He doesn't look that good enough for me with the deep ball for Devontae Adams and all that other stuff. Now, let's talk about Aaron. Quickly, let's say, is Aaron Rodgers a possibility to the Raiders next year? Well, that might be interesting. Something to talk about. We'll do that during the offseason. But if you had your choice, and I'm asking everybody on the forum, Kill Jadish, Dirty 30, Tupac, Veto, everybody that's online. I don't care whether you're a car hater. I shouldn't call you a car hater. You're just fed up as well, and I get it. I'm there. Like, if Carr moves on, I'm okay with it. He's still the greatest Raider quarterback in my eyes that I've seen personally and statistically. And I love the dude, and I want the best for him. I want him to win a Super Bowl with the Raiders. I just don't know if it's going to happen. I get all the same feelings that the Derek Carr haters have. I understand you. I get it. But we as Raider people, we don't give up. We don't give up on our teams. So we shouldn't give up on our quarterbacks. But the way everything's going, man, sometimes you just got to give up and start anew. And I think Derek Carr, depending on how the next 4 or 5 games goes, with the conspiracies that we're going to talk about in a minute or two, I could see a scenario where Derek Carr, in order to save his legacy and possibly win a Super Bowl, needs to go to another franchise. I don't want him to. But if he does, I'm okay with it and I'll be proud of him. Everything that has happened to this man, plus his limited capability as a quarterback, he is limited. Not all in all areas, but in some areas he's limited. He can only be who he is, and he's Derek Carr. He's a borderline top 10 quarterback that struggles occasionally, especially the Kansas City Chiefs. But if he moves on, I think he might need to save his legacy. Said this a couple weeks back. But I'm asking everybody right now, not a percentage. I'm just asking everybody if it's between Derek Carr and Tom Brady next year. Who do you want and why? You can answer in the forum, the chat room. You can answer in the description. I'll read the answers later after the show airs. If it's Derek Carr or Tom Brady for 2023, who do you pick? Those are your only choices. I'm going to be honest with you. I want Derek Carr. I don't want an aging Tom Brady. I've hated him most of my life because he was with the Patriots. Do we have a better shot at going to a Super Bowl with Tom Brady? Maybe 2-3 years ago? I don't think we have a better shot at going to the Super Bowl with Tom Brady. I don't. I think Tom Brady, even at his old age, is actually as good as Derek Carr right now. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe mentally, he's a little bit more acute and can handle pressure a little bit better than Derek Carr. But physically, he might be a shade below Derek Carr physically. So it evens out. But in a Josh McDaniels system, he might play better than Carr because it's Carr's first year, and he's clearly struggling with McDaniels, and they're not on the same page. And you got to remember, Derek Carr and Tom Brady have beef. Yes, they have beef. Something was said before Tom Brady said, "You're going to stick with that motherfucker." There was something said by Tom Brady many years back when we faced them as well, when he was with the Patriots. And the tuck rule stuff that Tom Brady spoke about in the past on social media irked Derek Carr. Derek Carr spoke back on something on Twitter. I got all that information in a video. The links will be down below. The Raiders versus Patriots history. You can see that below in a link on a great page. Oh my God, my eyes, dude. I feel like I got crazy glaucoma. I saw something green pop up. Veto, how you doing, beautiful? Tom Brady has a bit better stats. A bit better? A lot better. but but not by far from Derek Carr. Derek Carr is in better shape. Thank you for chiming in. I agree with that. 100%. 100%. But there is a long history of the Raiders. I would want Derek Carr. for 2023. I'm going to leave it at that. Take a quick 20-second break. Realize I'm alive. Now we're going to talk some Darren Waller. Now we're going to start really going down the rabbit hole. Be right back on Raider Football Talk. What's going on, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Mikey Raider. Excuse me, I'm a little verklempt. Why? It's the holiday season. You're watching Raider Football Talk. We just completed our first 30 minutes of the show. Please hit that thumbs up, that like, that subscribe button. Consider Super Chat to ask me questions during the show. Consider donating, supporting your boy. I appreciate every bit of it. You know, the money helps me. Buy some tacos. Maybe get a turkey for this holiday season. Maybe buy some eggs. Remember how much eggs were 2 years ago in 2019? A dozen eggs were like $1.75, maybe $2 at most. Now a dozen eggs are like $3.75, $4. Inflation, Mikey. Yep. F you, Brandon. The monetary system is collapsing for America. Let's just be honest with you. It's collapsing. Now they're trying to get a hold of crypto. I told you this is a conspiracy show. Now they're trying to get a hold of crypto. Coming down on the FTX. They want to regulate cryptocurrency and say, oh, it needs to be fortified by the American banks. The federal bank, that's not even federal. It's not even an American bank. It needs to be FDI insured. Your cryptocurrency that really doesn't exist needs to be FDI insured. We're going to create a new cryptocurrency. Instead of the American dollar, it's going to be the crypto dollar. Everybody, it'll be insured by the U.S. government. FDI insured by the federal bank. It's not even federal. The federal bank is not even a U.S. institution. It's made up by we don't know who. And they steal our money, and we pull out debt every year. Let's give $700 billion to Ukraine and money launder through FTX. Let's do it. And let's give Democrats donations. It's great. This country is falling apart. Everybody hates this country, will not kneel for the flag. You know, if you like this country, if you love this country, if you want to make the country great again, you're a Trumpster, you're an insurrectionist, you're a MAGA. If you have dreams of a country that you once thought was here, you're bad. You're bad. You say the word Jewish, that there's a lot of Jewish people in Hollywood, you're an anti-Semitic. I don't understand the world anymore. I don't get it. I'm so fucking lost. That's why all we can do is love. You just gotta love everybody. Do the best you can. Relax. Brittany Griner's a man. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about some Darren Waller. There's some wild Waller rumors out there a couple weeks back from me where I questioned, did he have a fake injury? Why is he going on IR? What's been going on with him? And we know he has an alcoholic history. I've been asking the question because I lived with an alcoholic a lot of my life. I saw all the signs where their body breaks down, their legs and everything break down, whatever. So I asked the question, you know, what's going on with Darren Waller? I saw press conferences where, in my opinion, he looked like he might have been on a binge of alcohol or coming off of it or something like that. But that's just from me. Doesn't mean it's real. Doesn't mean it's true. We all know what Darren Waller's been doing publicly. And what pisses me off, again, let's just quickly talk about McDaniels, is he made the news media rounds like last week before the game. Oh, telling everybody on every podcast, every news stream, I'm Darren Waller. If the coaches need me, I'm available to play. I'm available to play on the Thursday night game versus the Rams. I'm available because it's LA. It's the press corps is going to be there, the publicity, everything. Yeah, it's a big game. Thursday night football, the Rams, Raiders trying to get into the playoffs. And then publicly, like 3 or 4 days before that, he's telling everybody, I'm ready to play, putting Josh McDaniels on the hot seat. Then Josh McDaniels, I don't know, we'll see. He was never activated, never put on in the game. He wanted to play. Was he truly back from his injury? Or is Josh McDaniels also proving a lesson because he's been doing some shady shit all year? Whether it be publicly going to San Diego Padre games versus the Dodgers, wearing a San Diego Padre gear, knowing most LA or Las Vegas Raider fans or Dodger fans as well. Doing publicity, WNBA, skipping out trying to get a contract. Been making rap fucking videos. And here's the kicker. They didn't play him for the Thursday night game. Okay. Was Josh McDaniels penalizing him because he knows all he does is seek publicity nowadays? But after the game, after we lost in horrendous fashion, that morning, Darren Waller's rap video came out called Turf Toe. The optics of this are fucking ridiculous. Darren Waller. You're proven to be like really, really bad. The fans are starting to come after you a little bit, little by little. All the little lies, the publicity, the bullshit you're doing, our eyes are starting to open up. Something's wrong. Something's different. You're not the humble Waller from 2-3 years ago. You're not that dude. Something has changed. What is it? It could be a multiple variable of a lot of things. But you released a video called Turf Toe where you're jacked up in front of a car showing you're like worth 20 million bucks. But you released the video after a horrendous loss. The optics of that are not good. And it's called Turf Toe? Is that what you had, your injury? Then when did you film the music video? Was it while you were supposed to be on IR? For your hamstring? I don't know. People can perceive, why aren't you working out? Why aren't you trying to get back on the field? But yet, during the IR and all that other stuff, you're making rap videos. You're talking on podcast. You're telling people, fans can talk shit to me. I'm man enough to take it. Man, what happened? What happened? Dirty 30, why you leaving, brother? We love you, man. I just saw it pop, like, I saw it. Don't leave, we love you, brother. But what's going on, Darren Waller? What's going on? Maybe Josh McDaniels knows the truth. That's why he didn't play you last week. But now, maybe he will play you and Hunter Renfrow. Maybe you'll make a mistake and it'll help us lose. Maybe you'll play great. It'll help us win. It'll get you more publicity. I don't know. I just don't know. All right, guys. Here's where I'm going to watch Darren Waller's post-game press conference. Not post-game. His press conference from maybe yesterday about getting back on the field or playing this week. I just watched about 30 seconds of it. And again, from my perspective, growing up with an alcoholic brother and seeing symptoms or signs or whatever where you feel like something is wrong, that they're not themselves, or they may be on a substance. I see all these symptoms in Darren Waller in this in this press conference after a training. I see them. You may not. Doesn't make it real. I'm not putting judgment. I am not saying he is on anything. I cannot prove it. But I personally have been through a lot of that stuff, and I feel like something is off. Let's watch it, and you guys tell me if you see what I'm seeing. Do you see what I see? Do you hear what I hear? The world is full of fear. Okay, let's move on. Look at his eyes and listen to his voice. Is it slurring? Are his eyes glossed up? Is he fully awake and alert?
How much fun is it to be back on the field around your teammates, just kind of flying around in the
It's a lot of fun. I've enjoyed the last couple days of practice, just being a part of the team out there, going through all the drills and the periods and just doing everything that just a single day of practice requires. It's good to just get out there and be in the mix, not think too far ahead, but just, get back into rhythms and routines I had before and just stack from there.
He looked really tired.
What do you think is the biggest thing, good or bad, that you've noticed from this offense so far this season, kind of being back with the team?
I would say it's just a matter of when the offense as a whole executes. With,
his eyes can't stay in one point.
The finest of details. It's a really, really, really impressive group. Football is different, because you can have 10 guys doing the right thing, and if one person misses a minor detail, it could be a 2-yard play as opposed to a 20-yard play. So it's things like that. It's like guys have been doing so many good things throughout the year. It's just like consistency and in those late moments of the game, clutch moments of the game, needing that execution. And I feel like guys have really, over the last month, have really embraced that challenge. And so that's what I've really been impressed with over the season, because with the way things could have started, a lot of guys could have mailed it in. I've been on teams before like that, but these guys didn't do that, and that shows the character more than anything.
Two guys that have kind of played well, been close with for a while now in this offense is Foster Moreau stepping up in your place, as well as Josh Jacobs is leading rusher. Can you talk about what you see from those two guys?
His lips, is he dehydrated?
Continued consistent play. Not to slight them, but nothing that they're doing really surprises me. If that makes sense. They've had that ability and done such great things since the first day they were here in 2019. So I've been around them, and it's just like.
Okay, it doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what I think. Doesn't matter what you think. I just hope he's okay, and I think he needs to do some soul searching because things haven't been so great for Darren Waller as of late. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm going to leave that to anything because it's a sensitive subject. When anybody is accused of something or whatever, it's just, I don't know. I don't want to go there. I personally see a lot of things that sometimes other people don't see. And, of course, other people see things that I don't see. So, it is what it is. I asked a question after the horrific loss. Who is to blame for the horrible loss? Josh McDaniels, Derek Carr, the defense, or the referees? 52% said Josh McDaniels on his play calling. And then I also wrote, I just found a new Mandela effect. The Vegas Raiders won the game versus the Rams on Thursday Night Football. I could have sworn I remembered that. I could have sworn I remembered it. I guess it's now the Mayfield effect. I mean, seriously, we don't need to go over everything. I don't even know if I did a good enough job in my little hallway video with my crappy audio. Of the run plays on 3rd and 5 and all the decisions and the not throwing the ball to Devontae Adams and the play calling, and then Derek Carr at the press conference saying, I just do what Josh tells me. Fuck! Everything that has happened to the Raiders this year are straight out of a Armageddon novel, a conspiracy novel, a sabotage novel. Every single thing points toward sabotage. Like, the stuff that has happened this year to Josh McDaniels as our first-time head coach hasn't happened anywhere in the NFL. We lose to a brand new coach of 2 days in Jeff Saturday at home. We lose to a brand new quarterback after 32 hours of not even knowing the playbook. And the quarterback was not a Hall of Famer. It's Baker fucking Mayfield. Then we lost to the Arizona Cardinals. We gave up like 14 points in the final 2 minutes. Then in overtime on the first play, Kyler Murray ran for 9 billion yards and scores. Yeah, the defense is to blame, but who's the defensive coach? Who hired him? Where's he from? He was the coach for the Giants. Didn't do good there. He was like an assistant coach for the Patriots. He's a Josh McDaniels guy. Everything that's going on, play calling, schemes, learning how to win, putting Josh Jacobs in there after he's injured, running the ball 37 times with him. Then he breaks his pinky or whatever the hell happens. And guess what the next play call is when he comes back into the game? Hey, Josh McDaniels. Josh Jacobs has a broken pinky. He has a broken right hand, a broken pinky. But we taped it up. He's good to go back in the game. He's going to give it a go. All right, I'm Josh McDaniels. All right, so the next play call will be a running back flea flicker where Josh Jacobs with a broken pinky will get a ball on a handoff on his right hand with the broken pinky. Then he'll run to the right where defenders are that could hit him in his hand with a broken pinky. But then he's going to fake the ball and flea flick it and throw the ball with a broken pinky to whatever receiver's open. Yeah, that looks like a good play. Let's put it in there. All right, let's get to the game at hand. Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels are student, mentor, blah, 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 blah. Bill Belichick is a known cheater with the Patriots. Him and Tom Brady, whoever else is a part of it, are cheaters. Is that blood? I hope not. I hope that's hair. Yeah, it's hair. They're known cheaters. Or let's just say, they're bending the rules, whatever. We don't like it because it wasn't for the Raiders. The Raiders have had a history of cheating as well. Stick them. Josh McDaniels is his protege. We're out of the playoff hunt. Even though technically we're not out, we're out. Okay? The Patriots got a big victory the other day. They're now, 7-6 or 6-6 or somewhere along the lines. And they're in a weaker division. They could possibly still win the division or make the playoffs better than the Raiders. Josh McDaniels, from many people's eyes and views, like mine, seems to be sabotaging the Raiders at times, or he's just a complete McDumbass. But after it happened so many times, and things that have happened to the Raiders this year, statistically wise, that are improbable, everybody on the Thursday night game said, this cannot happen. Him not not play calling, being aggressive a couple weeks back. It feels like sabotage to a lot of us Raider fans. Okay? And we all know what happens with sabotage. I made a documentary. The link is in the description. Many years back, when I had the health and the energy, and I thought I was a good video maker. I made a documentary called Who Held the Playbook? A Raider Revision. Super Bowl 37. Bill Callahan versus John Gruden. Watch that. I believe I proved sabotage by Bill Callahan toward his own team, the Raiders, in favor of John Gruden, who was traded a year earlier to the Tampa Bay Bucks. Okay? Watch that video, and you ask yourself the question, was it sabotage? Did Bill Callahan, the actual head coach of the Raiders, sabotage his own team in the Super Bowl for his best friend? It's a tough question. People say a head coach wouldn't sabotage it. They wouldn't sabotage it. Why? If he don't like the team, if his best friend is going for his first Super Bowl, why? Why not? To get revenge for Gruden. Watch that video. The quality ain't the best because I didn't know how to edit back in the days, and I don't think we had HD. I think I was dealing with 360 or 480p. But watch that video. Okay? Now that brings us back to this game. What are the theories of Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels facing each other? The game was removed from prime time. So now not all eyes are going to be on that game. Because they knew the Raiders were going to lose to the Rams in that scripted Baker Mayfield ending. But now all eyes are not going to be on the game. Because it's earlier in the day. So maybe there might be some trickery, some sabotagery going on. And not as many people will see it or notice it or realize it because it's no longer a primetime game on Sunday Night Football. That's just a theory. What could happen in this game? Well, Josh McDaniels has been running Josh Jacobs into the ground on every game, even injured. And then in certain games, he does nothing but target Davante Adams with his play calling. But after last week's game of losing and not being aggressive, as they were earlier in the game, all eyes are on Josh McDaniels. Is he tanking? All those questions have resurfaced. Is he trying to get a draft pick to get a quarterback? Is he trying to get better draft position for another player? Is he going to get rid of Derek Carr because he only has a 1 year out on his clause? Blah, 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 blah. Does he not like Derek Carr? Blah, 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 blah. But that's what happened. He wasn't aggressive enough. Josh Jacobs is injured this week again. And he will not run Josh Jacobs into the ground this week. Because he did it last week. And everybody was mad they didn't throw the ball to Davante. So this looks like a Davante week. And if it's a Davante week, it's going to be a Derek Carr week. Meaning Derek Carr might throw the ball 40 times to Davante Adams. Doesn't mean we're going to win. Doesn't mean that we're going to lose. It also means Derek Carr is vulnerable. If Bill Belichick knows or somehow finds out or figures out the game plan, if Josh McDaniels hooks him up, if Josh McDaniels is going to change the game from running Josh Jacobs into the ground to throwing the ball over 40 times like Bill Callahan did in the Super Bowl that we just spoke about with sabotage, if Josh McDaniels needs to throw the ball more because the public is telling him to, he might just do that. And Bill Belichick will know that he's going to do that. Hence, our team becomes one-dimensional, and Derek Carr can be beat. Bill Belichick, his defense is a good defense. they can be beat if they know that's what's going to happen. So this might be a replay of the Super Bowl. Not that he changes the playbook a day before, but that the playbook is already widely known that they're going to throw the ball 40, 50 times and not run as much. The playbook might already basically be known by Belichick and his staff, and they can game plan for it. And it's going to put Derek Carr in a bad position, and this might be an outcome where Derek Carr looks really bad, throwing the ball 40 times, 2 or 3 interceptions, and if we lose the game, then all heads and talking points will not be mad at Josh McDaniels. They'll be mad at Derek Carr, which will further separate Derek Carr, because if they know the playbook or they typically know what's going on, Derek Carr will struggle. And they'll have players in the right position to stop Derek Carr, just like they did to Rich Gannon in that Super Bowl sabotage video that we spoke about. So now, if this happens, my theory, Derek Carr, he'll be blasted. He'll be blasted. And the heat will go off Josh McDaniels. It'll look like Derek Carr. But the truth is, it was the playbook and the game plan that Josh McDaniels basically foretold. He didn't maybe publicly speak it to Bill Belichick, but they knew what was going to happen because the public wanted the Raiders to throw the ball and be more aggressive to Davante Adams because of the previous game. You don't have to know the playbook to know the playbook for Bill Belichick and the Patriots. They can watch all the passing plays. They know the history of Josh McDaniels. They know his game plan from when he was with the Patriots. They could watch the pass plays from Derek Carr in all the other previous games, and they could put in a game plan for almost all of those pass plays if Josh McDaniel passes the ball a lot more. People will say, well, you exposed Derek Carr again. We want Derek Carr gone. But in my opinion, that would be exposing Josh McDaniels more so, because he didn't put in a game plan to defeat the Patriots. He put in the same game plan that the Patriots already fucking know. That's why I'm scared shitless of this game. It's the same scenario as that Super Bowl sabotage with Bill Callahan and John Gruden, the game I called Who Held the Playbook? That is what is going to happen this week. Maybe not actually the way I foretold it, but they know the playbook. They know the playbook. So, per my conspiracy, what's up, Tom Dodge? How you doing, brother? Per my conspiracy, or theory, whatever you want to call it, if this happens, this is my prediction for the score. The Raiders lose to the Patriots so they can get into the playoffs and we can get a better draft position. Patriots 26. The Raiders in a close game to make it look good 24. I don't know if they get a safety or whatever. I don't care about that. I'm not going to figure that out. But if it's per my conspiracy that we just mentioned, that I fear is going to happen, along the lines that I just told you, this is my final score prediction. 26-24 in a close game. Raiders are going to be held under 100 yards rushing from everybody. Derek Carr will pass the ball over 40 times, possibly have 2 to 3 interceptions. Maybe one of them a pick six. And if this happens, If everything happens like that, where they pass the ball more than run, we get stuffed, Derek Carr has a really bad day. Again, most people are going to want to blame Derek Carr. But you got to look beyond that. You got to look at the playbook. Bill Belichick knows Josh McDaniels. They understand the verbiage. Blah, 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 blah. That, in my opinion, will be proof of sabotage by Josh McDaniels for taking. This whole season, a lot of us are like, is it Derek Carr? Is it Josh McDaniels? Who is it? Is it the Raiders defense? Is it the defensive line? The real people that have their eyes and their third eye open are going to know at the end of this game. They're going to know. All right, let's get into some of your fan questions. Get your questions ready. But first, let's watch some classic commercials from our Raiders, and a very special message from our Raider fans.
Christmas time means to me hope, giving, love.
The showing of love for one another.
It's all about being together.
Being a Raider fan, it's like family.
Race doesn't matter, age doesn't matter. You're a Raiders fan, you're instant family. Repping the silver and black is not just a game day thing for us. It's actually a way of life.
I've been an Oakland Raider fan ever since I was a youngling.
People seem to have this perception that we're this dirty, unwashed, massive troglodytes that barbecue children. It's not really like that.
We're all lovable people.
We always hear children say, we knew Santa was a Raider fan.
Unfortunately, there are times that I have scared little kids. I know I look really mean, but I'm actually a really nice guy.
We all come together. It doesn't have to be Raider season.
We travel together. We meet people from everywhere. We watch out for each other. We care for each other. We do things for each other.
If you're a Raider fan, you know what Christmas is about.
The holidays, to me. Sorry, sir.
We stick with our team. It's a lifestyle. It's part of who we are.
That Raiders pride, that Raider Nation spirit.
There's only one nation.
Often imitated, never duplicated, baby.
Raider Nation.
We're going to have an early Christmas present, let's just say that. We're going to get this win against the Chargers.
We're going to go out there and we're going to bring some pain.
If you only knew the power of the Raider Nation.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
From the black hole.
And the Raider Nation. Oops. One more time.
Raiders! All right, let's go!
The silver and black are on the attack. Hey, walking with a winner in Oakland. Oh, Tim Brown, oh, Tim Brown, how lovely are your catches. Catch the Titan with the ball, fa la 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 la. Stop the run, we'll win it all, fa la 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 la. La. Eggnog, anyone? Get him! Hey guys, let's talk about this. Come on, it's holidays. La 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 la.
You cannot wear a Raiders jersey to my family's Christmas dinner. Turn it off. Just turn the lights off.
What's good, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Mikey Raider. This is Raider Football Talk. Please hit that thumbs up, that like, that subscribe button. And I really recommend, if you're just joining us now or recently, go back and watch the previous stuff. We got some interesting theories on what's going on with the Raiders and some other stuff from my perspective. If you guys like my perspective. If you don't, like Star Wars Edge, I'm not the droid you're looking for. Move along. There's plenty of other amazing Raider content creators out there where you guys can, enjoy their opinion as well. But other than that, thank you guys for chiming in. Let's get to your questions on the segment I like to call Fan Nation. The Nation Live! The Nation Live! The Nation Live! Everybody, don't forget, please call up the Rants Hotline. Leave your questions, your rants after the game, whatever you want to talk about on that hotline. And I will have it on the next show. The problem is, I only get like one call every week. It's from a drunk person, and I don't understand it. It goes on for about 3 minutes. And then when I do a show, it's a week later. So whatever they're talking about kind of doesn't make sense. So, I don't know. Plus, I'm not that very consistent with my videos due to my health and other things. So the problem is, truthfully, with me. It's not with you. So ask some questions in the forum below. Also, give the Rant Hotline a call. Ask some questions there for the future of the Raiders beyond the draft. And who should we pick up as a quarterback in college? I don't fucking know. I don't know shit. Okay? But if you ask me questions like Derek Carr or Tom Brady or, should we re-sign Josh Jacobs to how much money next year? Those are questions I can get into in a show. So, all that college statistical shit, I don't fucking know. We got a good question coming up from my boy Dion. I hope I pronounced it right. Dionysius? Dion Wysish? I hope you're not ISIS. But Dion, we love you, brother. You asked a good question. Where was it? God, my eyes. Is there any way a fan buyout can happen like with the Packers? Make Mark Davis a minority owner with no decision-making powers. I don't really know the stock market or whatever, but I think the Raiders have to go public. They have to apply to become a public traded entity. I don't know how that works. Could that happen? It could. Will it? No. No. The NFL hates the fact that the Packers are basically a publicly traded company where fans bought stock. They hate that. The NFL doesn't make much money off of them in terms of the business side from the Packers. That's why their stadium hasn't been upgraded. They still play in the cold stadium. They're not really looking into it. That's honesty. That's what's going on. If the NFL can build a stadium and build a market in Green Bay to make money, they would. But all these decisions have to come from the people that bought stock in the Packers. Majority decisions. So, until the NFL can truly make hundreds of millions of dollars yearly on the Packers, like they are now with the Raiders and Mark Davis, the effing stooge, yeah, it ain't gonna happen. And I know in that Christmas video, there was one Raider fan in there. They call him, Dr. Death. But he denounced the Raiders once they moved to Las Vegas. And he became on the fan side, or the bad side of every Raider fan moving forward. So a lot of people are like, how dare you have Dr. Death in that video? That video was made when they were in Oakland for Thursday Night Football on NFL Network versus the Chargers. So, it is what it is. But a lot of Raider fans don't like Dr. Death anymore. The guy with the knife in his helmet. I had him on my shows back in the days a couple times. He's a cool dude. But yeah, he became really, really bad about Mark Davis taking the team to Vegas. And it rubbed a lot of people politically the wrong way. So, but whatever. He never hurt me personally. I got no problem with him. All right, let's get some questions. Carlos Rodriguez, great critical thinker. Thank you very much. You know what? That's a good word. More people need to be critical thinkers. People are stupid. People are stupid. I want to talk about the jab and all that other stuff, but you can't on YouTube because everything gets censored. Well, think about this. If it's misinformation, why censor it? If it's blatant misinformation, every critical thinker, every intelligent person will know it's misinformation. So why censor it? Critical thinking. They only censor the truth. Because they scare the truth. They scare of the truth. DeGaffa, you said rest in peace, Dr. Death. Did he die? I mean, maybe as a Raider fan or whatever. We're talking about Dr. Death, the fan, not the actual Raider player, per a commercial or a video that I just showed, DeGaffa. But yes, the real Dr. Death passed away, and we love him. Oh, and my name is pronounced Theo, like Ronnie James Dio. Theo Nicious Larson. Yeah, Theo Nicious. Boy, man, I'm going to be honest with you, Theo Nicious. No person will understand how to say your name from the way you write it. But I respect your name and thank you for telling me. I might not remember it moving forward. Forgive me, bro. Forgive me. Theo Nicious. But Theo is cool too. I was saying Dio with a D, like Dionysius. Yeah. Oh, DeGaffa, you're saying yes, rest in peace as a fan. All right, I got you, brother. I got you. Yeah, Skip Thomas, man. His son's a cool dude, man. I think I've met him a couple of times, or at least seen him in a bunch of videos. All right, any other quick questions before maybe we get out of this segment? I don't got nothing to talk about. I don't want to talk more conspiracies in this, because this is supposed to be about you guys asking questions. Look at my top thing. Derek Carr on clunky interception. I don't know what happened. My goodness. The propaganda towards Derek Carr might continue this week. Raiders defensive scheme on game-winning touchdown pass scrutiny. Uncalled holding fouls fuel another primetime comeback. Mikey, was you part of Forever Oakland? Not really a part of it. I wasn't in Oakland. Did I want them to stay in Oakland? Yeah, of course. I'm a Raider fan. And I played the music that the couple of the songs from the rap group Four Dove that I love, called Forever Oakland, baby. That's right, we ride or die. And yeah, I mean, so was I a part of it? I don't know. I knew a lot of them, and I respect them. But, you know, the Raiders were moving. There's nothing we could do. The Raiders are in a new stadium. I'm proud of that. Theo Nicious, ask your Greek buddy. There you go. That's true. Your name is Greek. Awesome. The guy that you made that funny as hell video with when you dressed up as a Ninja Turtle. Yeah, he is Greek. You're right. I love that dude. They're brothers. They're amazing. Even though I broke my foot in that video. I had some issues. The Real Unknown Raider guy, if you don't mind me asking, what did he say? Oh, okay, the other question. Narmosh Thrash. Come on, Mikey. I'm all about conspiracies. They're my favorite. Yeah, but on YouTube, everything gets censored. You get demonetized. They put you in a system. They flag you, and your videos don't get the reach. And I need to make money, man. I'm struggling, dude. You know? Like, I'm just being honest. I don't make a lot of money. I used to make a better amount on YouTube. I think I'm trying to make $100 a month now on this YouTube channel somehow. But I don't know if that's possible. If I could have $100 a month from every little different entity here and there that I deal with to make money, because I don't really have a regular job per se, and I can't have one due to my health and many other issues. But if I can make like an extra $100 here or there to add to my residuals from acting and whatever, I'm trying to clear like $1,200 a month from all those avenues to pay my bills. I live under $2,000 a month because I have to. It's all I can afford with my bills and everything. I'm a cheapskate. I do whatever I can, but I have to live under $2,000 a month, and I'm living around $1,600, $1,700 a month right now. But technically, with all the money that I make, whether it be residuals or whatever, I don't know why I'm telling you guys this. You know, it's none of your business, whatever. But I only make between $700 a month with all my ways of making money. So I've been pulling out of whatever savings I've had during the pandemic and right before I moved out when I asked for support from all of you. I've been living off of that. At least the past year. I was getting money from unemployment and other situations last year, but it all disappeared. And then I have some cryptocurrency. I used to. But I'm going to be honest with y'all. I was a part of the FTX. A lot of my coins and stuff were transferred over there. And I lost around a good $10,000 in coins and crypto. I still got about 1,000 or 2 in stocks. But I'm struggling, so I need to make money. All right, enough of me complaining about my life. You all have the same issues. Let's just hope that if we have the opportunity, we can support each other whenever we can, however we can. Here we go. Real Unknown Raider guy. What's up, Jason? Are you It's not Mickey. It's Mikey. There's no C. Please remember that. It's spelled every time. So be a critical thinker. Mikey. No C. I just hate being called Mickey. I don't know why. Are you coming to Vegas for Super Bowl 2024? If they don't have the mandates, if they're gone, yeah. Hopefully I'm alive. It's a weird world. My health ain't the best. I got some heart issues and many other issues. It's a dream of mine. Ronnie G said, gang, gang, culture. I love that. Or Veto, thank you. Julian Carell, what's up? Las Vegas favored to win? How? I predict the Raiders will be in the Super Bowl in 2024 because the Super Bowl is going to be at the Vegas Raiders Stadium, Allegiant Stadium, in 2024. And we all seen the last 2 or 3 years, 2 teams that had hosted the Super Bowl in their brand new stadium went to that or was in that game. I believe it was the Rams and the Tampa Bay Bucks. So they hosted the Super Bowl and they played in that game. I think the Las Vegas Raiders are going to be that next team. I don't know where the Super Bowl is this year. I got to look that up. It might be Minnesota, might be Philadelphia. I don't know. But if another team that host the Super Bowl, if another team goes into the Super Bowl that hosts it from the same city, yeah, there's a lot of conspiracies going on. But especially with a new stadium. Mikey, thank you for writing it correctly. Favorite Raider of all time? It's Tim Brown. It's Tim Brown. He's also a conspiracy theorist. Not trying to float your boat, but please watch that video that I spoke about called Who Held the Playbook? And Tim Brown, at the end of that video, I have a video where I watched Tim Brown speak on that Super Bowl sabotage game, and he told everybody the truth. And he said, I'm a conspiracy theorist because I'm a Raider. We all know what the NFL does against us. We all know what coaches do against us. We all know what they do, the referees do against us. Tim Brown speaks at the end of that video, so check it out. The link is below. And I talk to Tim Brown every once in a while through Twitter, and we're cool. We're really cool. He is a fan and subscribed to my channel years earlier, so I hope he's still a part of it, even though I had to move. Bucks and Bears, Mahomes and Brady, it's in Arizona. Okay, so you're saying it's in Arizona. Well, we all know the Cardinals ain't going to the Super Bowl this year. At least it's in a warm weather stadium. But, yeah, so the Cardinals ain't going to be in that stadium this year, in that Super Bowl. And my predictions for the Super Bowl this year, probably the Eagles. Can the Eagles face the Bills? No, they're both in the NFC or whatever. No, one's in the AFC, NFC. Probably Eagles, Bills. Probably Eagles, Bills, if that's possible. Again, I'm stupid a lot. Gang culture, you're talking about winning the Super Bowl. You're right. Tim Brown said they practiced runs all week, then Callahan changed it to throw 60 times. Yes, that's all in the video. All in the video, man. Thank you, Narmosh Thrash. All right, let's come back with my Patriots game preview officially. Not the conspiracy game preview, but my game preview and prediction. What's good, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Mikey Raider. This is Raider Football Talk, where each and every Friday I decide to go live. I get online and I talk Raiders. Please hit up that hotline. Leave your rants, leave your thoughts, leave some questions. Leave anything you want to say about the Raiders. If you want to talk to the fans of this show, you want to talk to me, go ahead and do so on the rant hotline. We'll have you on a future show. Please hit that thumbs up, that like, that subscribe button. Consider super chat donations. Everybody can use support, especially this time of year. That being said, if you haven't watched the previous show, if you're just tuning in now, please go back and watch. We had some great insight, critical thinking into Darren Waller, Tom Brady, and Derek Carr. Whether Derek Carr should be no longer a Raider, whether the Raiders should sign or pick up Tom Brady next year. We went into sabotage with Bill Callahan, about Bill Belichick and possibly Josh McDaniels sabotaging this upcoming game versus the Patriots. We did some really, really good thought-provoking stuff if you're into conspiracies, and we made a few jokes, and we watched some classic commercials. It's a good time. It's a good time for this holiday season. Hopefully your spiked eggnog is doing you good. Motherfuckers with your spiked eggnog. Just want to let everybody know, a little later tonight, I'm going to be on the Wet Movie 1 channel. I'll have that link below. We're going to be talking real life and stuff like that. I might make a video for my career channel after this, giving everybody an update on what I'm doing with my life, which is basically nothing but dying. I hate to be I live in a black hole in all ways. But that being said, I'll have the link below for you if you guys want to tune into that podcast of Wet Movie 1 or whatever. And my other channel. Please find me on Twitter. Say hello. I go on that maybe once a day. So, all right, let's get into... Oh, again, I just wanted to say this. In the links below... Where the hell is that picture? I want to let everybody know that in the links below, I also have a channel called the Raiders Film Vault. I don't know who made that channel. I'm wondering who made it. It's pretty interesting. But they got a lot of my old videos on there. And there's a lot of classic Raider videos, yearbooks, documentaries. Unless they get taken off by YouTube for copyright or whatever. If they're allowed to be on there, they're on there. You guys can watch a lot of classic Raider videos, commercials. They're going to start updating very much more soon with videos. But you can watch videos like the one here, the documentary that I made on that channel. It's called the Raiders Film Vault. Please subscribe to it. The link is below. It's a great channel for classic Raider history. And then also, I'm going to probably upload more videos from me and my old shows on this channel during the holiday time. You know, the off time, since we're not making the playoffs. But, yeah, look forward to that. So chime in, subscribe to that channel. I don't think they can make any money off of YouTube because every video is copywritten. But I wonder who made that channel because it's a great channel. I wonder who made it. But check it out. Links are below. And you can watch all these documentaries on there. And you can also watch a documentary on there of the Raiders versus Patriots. I don't know why I don't have that picture up here. I don't have that picture up here, guys. Forgive me. But there's a documentary. I think it's probably, when you click on the video button, it's probably like the 10th video below. It's called The Raiders versus Patriots. A Raider Revisit, The Raiders versus Patriots. It's a great watch. You can watch the beef between Derek Carr and Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, Gruden, whoever. The Tuck Rule, all that stuff. It's a great video watch. So check out that channel below. The link is there. All right, let's get into a somewhat coherent game preview, not a conspiracy-filled one like I did earlier, which I'm still sticking to that theory that I gave you earlier. Something is going to happen like that. But here's a semi-normal prediction of this week's game. The Raiders face off versus the Patriots. The Patriots have a better shot at making the playoffs, in my opinion, with their upcoming schedule. The Raiders still got to face a couple of juggernaut teams like the 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. We basically need to win out and have a bunch of things happen for playoff scenarios. I'm not even going to show them like Wi-Fi Willie does because I don't care. We're not going to the playoffs. I accepted it basically 2 weeks ago, and especially after the Baker Mayfield game. This is a ridiculous season for Josh McDaniels, in my perspective, with the Raiders, but a brilliant one for Josh Jacobs, so Josh Jacobs can go into free agency and maybe get paid. But again, here's the deal with Josh Jacobs. I don't know how it works since they declined his fifth-year option. I do believe the Raiders... Sorry, I just had a computer flick. I do believe the Raiders can still franchise tag Josh Jacobs. He'll get the most money that a running back can get. They can still do that. So they won't lose him to free agency. I believe the Raiders can franchise tag Josh Jacobs next year if they so choose to do. They could also give him a multi-year contract, which is what he deserves, but he's going to request a lot of money. They might want to leave it to a franchise tag so they can get him for 1 year for like $6, $7, $8 million, as opposed to what he probably wants between $10 and $12 million a year. He could hold out if they franchise tag him. There's a lot of scenarios that are going to come up with Josh Jacobs. But this has been a great year for Josh Jacobs to get paid either way. This has been a great year for Davante Adams to solidify himself as the Raiders fan favorite on this team. This has not been a great year for Derek Carr in terms of controversy, turmoil, and becoming a fan favorite for the Raiders. And this has not been a good year for Josh McDumbass. I was really happy they signed or they brought Josh McDaniels in. I was really happy about that. Boy, have I been thinking that over this whole season. The Patriots got a good defense. They got a good defensive core. And like I said, I believe the Raiders are going to or Josh McDumbass is going to overthink in this game and put the ball in Derek Carr's hands more so than normal. The Raiders will struggle. New England and Bill Belichick do understand McDaniel's strategies at times, and they will understand how to take away, maybe not Davante Adams, but they'll be able to take away Josh Jacobs, especially because he's been injured and worked to the bone. They'll be able to take him away a little bit. Again, it might be another just brilliant game for Jacobs where he just proves again and again and again that he's the effing man beyond whatever the bullshit that Josh McDumbass is running him into the ground for. Why is Josh McDaniels running him into the ground? Oh, because he's playing good. No. It's not only that. It's because he typically got a diamond in the rough. He didn't want him on the team next year, hence why he didn't sign the fifth-year option. He didn't trust him, and now all he does is trust him, but he still is probably going to move on from Josh Jacobs, hence the draft of Zamir White and those other players on a cheaper contract, younger, maybe a little healthier. So he got a diamond in the rough. I might as well run Josh Jacobs into the ground. I know he's injured. He's playing great. Looks good for me, helping us win. But I might as well run him into the ground, whether he's injured or not. Why? Because the fans are happy when I do, and he plays good. Then on top of that, he's not going to be here next year. I don't care if he gets injured. Even if he breaks his pinky, I'm going to put a play call in where he throws the ball on a flea flicker with a broken pinky. Long story short, man, my game previews are not the best. They're just from me, a simple-minded man. But New England's going to understand the playbook and the play calling of the Raiders and Josh McDaniels. And they're going to be tough to beat. Mac Jones, playing better as of late. He might be without weapons like Jacoby Myers or Devontae Parker, depending on the production or the protocol. Excuse me. Here's the injury report. The Raiders are going to be without Alex Bars. He's out. An offensive lineman out. The guard. Andrew Billings, questionable still. Defensive tackle. Jermaine Illuminor, offensive tackle, questionable. He'll probably play. Josh Jacobs, questionable. He'll play, even with a broken finger. Dylan Parham, I guess he's going to play good. Perryman, questionable. Sam Webb, he'll play. Rock Yashin, another week is out. Malcolm Kuntz, he'll play. Jackson Barton, backup offensive lineman, questionable. So we got some questions on the offensive line all year, this week as well. And then, I don't know the Patriots roster. Jack Jones, questionable. Devontae Parker officially is out, concussion protocol. Ramonde Stevenson, questionable. He'll be out. I don't think he'll play. Isaiah Wynn, offensive tackle, out. Christian Barrymore, he's a good player. Looks like he's going to play. Yadi Kajuste, questionable. Long snapper, Cardona, ankle, questionable. Jacoby Myers, questionable. If he's in the concussion protocol, Jacoby Myers, in the first week, I don't see him back with today's production quota or protocol. Jalen Mills is out, cornerback. Damian Harris, questionable. He'll play, but how much, how good will he be? Rumors are he's not looking so great in practice. So they got players that looked pretty good last week, like Pierre Strong and another running back named Kevin Harris. And the Raiders typically get beaten alive by players that are backups, running backs on rosters in a week. Our defensive coordinator, we gotta practice for Damian Harris, and then Pierre Strong will come in and have a huge game. Or Kevin Harris, we didn't even practice or study him, whatever. I know the Raiders' history. That's typically how it happens. It's just somebody breaks through on the other team to have a big game, like a Baker Mayfield. And then they somehow are in the game the entire way. So, my analysis, beside not the conspiracy prediction, but my true prediction as a fan, and what should happen, but given everything that's happened this year, truthfully, to the Raiders, with Josh McDaniels as well, statistically, the conspiracy is probably going to come true. But this is what, we should have won versus the Rams with a 13-point lead, blah, 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 blah. This is what should happen. Should happen. Raiders win with a big game by Derek Carr, Devontae Adams, because they need to be aggressive and throw the ball a lot more. Then if they got weapons like Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow coming back, if they come back and play, it adds a little bit more to the team. And Derek Carr can throw the rock and be a good quarterback. He might make a few mistakes, but we should fucking win. 31-22. Mac Jones and the Patriots are going to make some plays, maybe even still a pick six from the Patriots against Derek Carr. I don't know. Patriots are decent enough to score 22 points. The Raiders have not scored over 30 points. Might have been, I saw something somewhere, I didn't read it officially, but maybe this entire season. Or in the last 6 or 7 weeks, I don't know. Somewhere in there it said the Raiders haven't scored more than 30 points, and then I didn't read the rest. So it could be this entire season. It could be the last 5 games. I don't know. But hey, we score over 30 points. We should get a victory, 31-22. You guys let me know your thoughts, your truth. Let me know your true thoughts or your conspiracy thoughts, or if they are one and the same. My true thoughts are this. My conspiracy thoughts are this. 26-24, Patriots win. My true thoughts are this. But if you had to ask me honestly to pick one, I'm a Raider. I'm a truther. I'm a critical thinker. I'm going with the conspiracy. Something's going to happen. Some sort of sabotage. Raiders are going to lose. Patriots are going to be propelled to the playoffs. It's my prediction, and I'm sticking to it. So, on behalf of me, Mikey Raider, I want to wish everybody a very, very, very happy holidays. I might not see you online live before the holiday season, and I might. But if not, just know I love you. I thank you for being in my life. Sometimes you're all I got. And you guys have supported me throughout with donations, support, love, respect for many years. Take care of you and your family. The holidays are a season to realize how blessed we are, regardless of everything that's going on. The simple things in life should be the best. Watching a game, whether we win or lose, eating some chicken wings, hugging a loved one, watching a movie, watching your favorite TV show, watching a conspiracy video. The simplest things are the best things, and life is about living. But I remind you, and I need to remind myself, go outside, turn off your phone, turn off your social media, your TVs, your radios. Go outside, get some sun, walk around the park, and live. We're being quarantined by today's entertainment, by everything into a box. Go outside, tune off everything, and live. I know it's hard to do with health and other things for many people. Maybe you don't have a car, maybe you don't have a lot of money, maybe you don't have the best health. But go out and live as best as you possibly can. I'm Mikey Raider. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you soon.